Hello my lovelies, welcome back to another cup of ketchup. This time I'm actually using the wrong mug. I was making tea and coffee for my husband and I poured the coffee into the wrong mug. But anyway, I'm just going to drink out of his and he's drinking out of mine. So anyway, as you guys know, cup of ketchup is when I sit down with my coffee and tell you what's coming up on my channel for the month. This month I'm starting things off slightly different. What I'm actually going to do is add in a question and answer time. So what I want from you guys is each month whenever I post this video, in the comment section below, I want you guys to tell me what you want to know from me. Any questions you've got, whether it's about my personal health, beauty related, whatever, whether it's to do with my channel or just my personal life, you guys can ask. I can choose not to answer if I don't want to. Obviously, if you're going to ask really personal questions, I may choose to just glaze over those ones. But I just think it's a cool interactive way for you guys to talk to me and get to know a little more about me that maybe I haven't discussed. Also, if there's anything you want to see on my channel as well, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below as well. Anything you think maybe I'm not doing as much anymore, anything I've never done but you think would be good for my channel, let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys as well. So anyway, I'm going to kick this off with the questions that came in the video that I did planning my first Q&A. So got a few questions, so anyway, let's get stuck in. My main beauty essential would definitely have to be my lip balms. I am obsessed with making sure my lips are moisturised constantly. They do dry out quite quickly. I do get dehydrated very easily. So I'm always trying to make sure that my lips don't crack or chapped and whatever. So I've always got, no matter what bag you find of mine, there's always going to be some sort of a lip balm. I love the ones by Coca-Cola that have like the Fanta grape flavoured ones. I adore the smell of anything grape. So that, I would have to say, lip balms. Come in so many different forms. I've tried out so many different ones, from balmy EOS lip balms. I'm not totally fussed on the EOS. I have to say I think the balmy ones are much nicer. So I'm not going to go into all my different types of lip balms, but you get the idea. I am obsessed with lip balm. So that would be my beauty essential. Non-beauty essential I'll probably say is my phone, because I always have to have my phone with me no matter where I am, whether I'm out walking the dog, whether I'm at work, whether I'm at home. No matter what I'm doing, my phone is always with me. Can you see the back of my phone? It is incorporating Snow White with the apple. So it's like she's biting the apple because there's a chunk out of it. So anyway, yeah, my phone is my non-beauty essential. It comes with me everywhere. I don't like to be out of contact. I always like to be able to be contacted if something's wrong. Does that even make sense? Anyway, so that's my main beauty and non-beauty essential. 11 years ago, well, just over 11 years ago, I started working in a flour mill. I was a temporary office assistant or something whenever I first started, and I'll always remember my first day. The girl that was training me up was showing me around the place, and I remember her pointing at this guy up the yard and saying, "Now you can't have him, he's mine." Joking, she had a bit of a crush on this guy, and this was Thomas. So that was fine. I was actually with someone at the time. I was engaged. Some of you may know that. Most of you probably don't. I got engaged whenever I was 19. It didn't last. However, Thomas and I got to know each other. We spent a lot of time he worked in the bakery, which was like a sister company to the flour mill I worked for. He still works there. And we got to know each other, and we weren't overly flirty, but there was something there. But anyway, whenever I split up with my ex, wow, how whack does my hand look against my face? Anyway, whenever I split up with my ex, a few weeks later, he actually, I will tell you this story. Whenever I split up from my ex, it had been a long time coming. There was a lot of problems. So whenever I finally broke up with him, there was no love lost. So anyway, I was going to one of my friends' engagement parties, and I was wary of going to something on my own because I felt quite vulnerable being single again. And the girls in work were going, well, why don't you ask one of the guys from the warehouse or something? And apparently whenever they were scrolling, while they were going through all the names of the guys that worked there, whenever they said Thomas, apparently my face went bright red, and one of the other girls said, yeah, she's fancied him for ages. I didn't realise other people could tell that I'd actually liked him. So anyway, someone else came into the room and they were like, what are you laughing at? They told them. Long story short, it got around the whole of the company, to the point where the managing director and the transport director actually took it upon themselves to go up to the warehouse the next time that Thomas was in and actually tell him that I fancied him and that he should ask me out. At this stage he still thought I was with someone and was engaged, so he was totally oblivious to what had been going on. So anyway, a few people told him, no, actually she's single now, so if you are interested you should ask her out. So whenever he got back to work, I knew he was going to have to ring to let me know whether he was coming down the next day. So that was a Thursday. He generally didn't come in on a Friday, but he would let us know if he was. So the guy that normally took the phone calls from him was actually away home, so I knew I was going to have to take this call. So whenever he rang, he actually said, oh, that was a bit crazy down there today, what was that all about? And I thought, do you know what, at this point I could laugh it off and just play it as a joke, or I could just be honest with him and let him know that I did like him. So I said, yeah, they kind of overheard a conversation and just took it upon themselves to mortify me. So at that stage, obviously I'd let it go out there that I did in fact fancy him, which I had done for quite a while. I think it was just because he was so nice, so friendly, we had such a laugh, and he was incredibly good looking as well, so that was a help. So he then asked me out, so we went out the next week, and well, that was nearly 11 years ago now, so you can kind of guess the rest. We were together 6 years before we actually got married, but I swear I think after a month I probably would have married him, because I think we both just knew right from the start. We just kind of, it was like two jigsaw pieces fitting together. And 11 years later I am so in love with him. We are best of friends and I just love being in his company, and I'm so blessed to actually be married to my best friend. Not everybody gets that chance in their life, and I have to say I'm so thankful to be married to him. And he would be sitting cringing if he could actually hear me now. I did wait until he left before I actually did this question and answer part. So anyway, that's how I met my husband. That really long story. I could have just said I met him at work, but I thought, why not just let you in on the fairy tale story. So for the year ahead, I am hoping to do some more courses. I am looking into doing reflexology. Really have a passion for that. I may also incorporate in some massage courses. I'm not entirely sure. I do want to do facials. There is a lot beauty wise that I do want to study in as well. I'm also thinking of doing a business management course. Haven't properly decided on that yet. I do have a lot going on. And hopefully within the next year I may have my name above the door in a salon. That would be the ultimate for me. I would be so happy. Of course, if and when it comes to the point, I will absolutely miss each and every one of the girls in the salon because they are so amazing. And I can't even imagine not being with them, to be honest with you, but I know to advance I kind of do need to think about that. So I don't know, that is kind of what's happening in the next year. I do want to study more, I want to learn more, I feel like a sponge, just give me more and more. Yeah, so there you go. Best experience so far, I don't know, I don't think there's been one ultimate thing that's really going to stand out for me as my best experience. I just think that every single thing that has happened, from getting my first 10 subscribers to my first 100, we are now nearly at 750. But it's the friendships that I've built along the way. Doing swaps with people has been so much fun. But I have to say it's the friendships. There's a few that have really become very close to my heart, and one in particular that I think so much of that. I don't know, I've built so many really good friendships that everybody's been so lovely. Anyone I've got to know has just been such a blessing in my life. So the friendships has to be the best experience I've got so far. I did do a video on the reason why I was fundraising for Marie Curie, which was because of my father-in-law, which is nearly coming up to a year, which I just absolutely cannot believe. Marie Curie helped so much. This time last year I was nursing my father-in-law at home with the help of Marie Curie. They were coming in a couple of times a day to check on him, change his drivers and things like that. And I wouldn't have been able to look after him at home if it hadn't been for them. He would have stayed in hospital. So my whole family, very grateful for everything that they did for us. So as soon as I could, I actually contacted a girl that I know who works for them, and she brought daffodils for the people that were going to the funeral so that they could actually purchase a daffodil. And from there, I think I actually did, a couple of years ago, did a fundraising party for them through my jewellery making. But last year I did a couple of different things. I have a lot more to do. Obviously you guys have seen that I did the back wax for Marie Curie as well. My brother kindly offered his services to be the waxy. God love him. I think he breaks into a sweat every time he sees Lynn coming with her wax and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I basically contacted Marie Curie themselves and just asked them what was coming up, and they told me there was a few things that would be really good for me, so that's how I got into the Walk 10. I'm looking forward to doing that this year. They also do their big Great British Tea Party, I think it is, that they do in June. Is it May or June? I can't remember. So I'm hoping to do something like that. I'm hoping to do something on a bigger scale. So I am going to be planning a lot over the next couple of months. Obviously I'm going to be away, but there is that. I am going to plan Great British Tea Party and hire a location and have myself doing things, and a lot of other people are going to be there helping out as well. I am going to put it out to people in Belfast who have their own businesses. Maybe they make things, crafty things, maybe they knit things, whatever. I'm going to try and make a whole big deal out of it and see how much money we can actually raise for Marie Curie. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. I'm not sure whether you wanted help on how to start fundraising or if you wanted to know why I started fundraising for them, but as I said, it was so grateful for what they did for my family, and I just decided I've always been into doing things for charity. I've done things for Allergy NI, which unfortunately folded last year because they couldn't get funding. I was gutted whenever I heard that. Helping Hands Autism Group, I've done stuff for that. I've done quite a few things over the years just because I think I've been so blessed in my life no matter what's been happening, and I want to give back as well, and I will continue to do that. I'm hoping to do something for fibromyalgia as well this year, but we will see. I'm hoping in the next couple of months to hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be a great accomplishment for me. I do want to expand into doing other things. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to go. Obviously I'm a lot busier than I was whenever I first started my channel, but I'm not going to be less committed to my channel. I want to make sure that I am uploading regularly and I still have really good content as well. I'm not just going to upload a video just for the sake of having something up. I'm going to continue with my reviews. I kind of want to add something else in. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I want to get into like a chat show type thing, talk to people who are in the beauty industry and things like that, just to maybe ask them questions on how they get into it, what they would advise other people, and maybe get to know other YouTubers in Northern Ireland and Ireland as well, who would be interested in talking to other people who are interested in getting into YouTube or whatever as well. So something like that would be the next step that I'm going to look into trying to do, but we will see. So watch this space for that one. I go through wee phases. For a few years I didn't wear blusher at all, but now I really love my blusher. This one I'm wearing today is Mystic Mauve by e.l.f. From their studio line, I think it is. It's the black one. I do also love their Koi in their basic range. I have to say I really adore e.l.f.'s blushers. Really gorgeous. So yeah, I think I'm more a blusher person at the minute, but ask me in 6 months, I could be back to saying bronzer. I look for someone like yourself, Sam. I want somebody who's funny. I want somebody who I can relate to. Somebody who is honest and isn't just doing videos just for the sake of it. I want somebody who is actually passionate about what they do, and who, if they're doing reviews on things, aren't going to lie. I want to be able to trust who I'm following. But as I say, the most important thing is somebody who I can really relate to, and that's why I subscribe to you, because you are so much fun, and I actually feel like I'm sitting having a conversation with you whenever I'm watching your videos, and that's what I want. I want to feel like I'm with you. I want to feel like you're talking to me and not just talking for the sake of it. So that is all my questions for this time. If you have something that you want to ask me, pop it in the comment section below. So coming up this month on the channel, I have some reviews, so between mascaras, foundations and some eyeshadows. I also have beauty comparisons. I'm also going to be doing a couple of hauls for you, one collective haul. I'm also going to go through the Bare Minerals products that I did plan to do last month, which I haven't got around to yet, so I'm just going to go through the products that I have. So rather than a haul, it's going to be Bare Minerals collection probably. I am also hoping to do an updated makeup collection, because a lot of my makeup products have changed. I don't think I have just as much as I used to, but there's still quite a lot there. I'm probably still bordering on a hoarder's paradise in my makeup collection. Anyway, I'm also going to talk about my weight loss program. I say program, what I'm doing to try and lose weight. I'm going to be changing what I ate. I've already changed what I ate, but I'm going to be talking to you about it. I'll probably try and get those up on a Sunday. I'm not entirely sure yet, so watch this space for that anyway. You can track with me what I'm losing over the next couple of months. The whole point in that is I'm really trying to up my game for going away on holiday. I did want to lose 2 stone before going away, but that's not going to be realistic, so I'm going to go for a stone. So I have a couple of months to do that, so if you're interested, come with me on this. I've also set up a group on Facebook for my chronic pain warriors to actually join the group of weight loss people as well if they're interested. So if you're somebody who lives with chronic pain and are trying to lose weight as well, let me know and I will pop the link. In fact, I'll pop the link down in the description box anyway, so that you can pop over if you are a pain warrior as well. So anyway guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget, if you have any questions for me for next month's Cuppa catch up, pop them in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Love yous. Mwah. Bye.